I'm Marci Degman, the aspiring gardener, and today we're going to talk about dividing and transplanting dianthus. Now, a lot of people don't associate dianthus with carnation, but basically a dianthus is a hardy perennial carnation. And the one I have here is like an old-fashioned pink, and you can see now it stopped blooming and there's some dead blossoms here. This one's covered with light pink clove-scented flowers, and they look like a carnation, but they're smaller. Some dianthus have really tiny flowers, but most of the hardy ones don't have the big carnations that you see at the florist. Now this one has been around for many years, so it's a good tough one. And the way that you would divide it is you go underneath and you just basically grab onto some of the root, because it has a very shallow root system and it starts very easy. So what I do is I go under here and find a nice piece that I can get a hold of and try to pull as much root with it as I can, give it a little bit of a dig, maybe to... And what you don't really get a big chunk of roots like you think of with other plants. What you end up with looks a lot like this. You can see little tiny hairs for roots. And you can take this and you can bury it in the ground, keep it moist, and it'll start a new plant. So what I'm just going to basically do is show how to put it in a pot. You can do one of two things. You can plant it and you can let it get established in a container and then move it to another part of your garden. Or you can just put it in soil, keep it moist till you figure out where you want to put it, and just plant it. Keep it moist and you'll have a new plant. If you want to have a little more foliage when you do it, you can grab some of this with a little more green on it. In this case, I have kind of a blue one. And it'll just start. The only way you're going to get a significant amount of roots is if you literally dig the entire plant up, and you might have a little more roots, but you don't need to do that to divide and transplant dianthus. You can have plenty of plants this way, a little bit at a time. You can have a whole row.